I want to talk about Jay-Z. Jay-Z. Jay-Z, of course, what we've heard recently. Let's bring up this picture. Jay-Z is accused of sexually assaulting a 13-year-old girl alongside Sean Diddy Combs at a party after the 2000 MTV Music Video Awards. Civil lawsuit has been filed on Sunday. The accuser identifies herself currently as Jane Doe. That's what they call them in America when they want to remain anonymous in the legal documents. The accuser first filed against Diddy and is now refiling, or rather did now refile on Sunday, naming Jay-Z. The lawsuit was initially filed in New York's Southern District in October against Combs, and the refiling now also states the involvement of Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter. This was, as I say, said to have alleged to have taken place after MTV Video Awards at an after party. Jay-Z has immediately issued a lengthy statement, a denial on Sunday, denying the claims, and no comment as yet from his wife. But Tony Buzbee, who is leading all of these claims, these civil claims, like 120 plus, to my knowledge, has come out fighting today. Interesting. Pick this quote up from his ex earlier regarding the Jay-Z case and his efforts to silence my clients. Mr. Carter previously denied being the one who sued me and my firm. He filed a frivolous case under a pseudonym. What he fails to say in his recent statement is my firm sent his lawyer a demand letter on behalf of an alleged victim, and that victim never demanded a penny from him. Instead, she only sought a confidential mediation. Since I sent the letter on her behalf, Mr. Carter has not only sued me, but has tried to bully and harass me and this plaintiff. His conduct has had the opposite impact. She is emboldened. I'm very proud of her resolve. As far as the allegations in the complaints filed, we will let the filing speak for itself and will litigate the facts in court, not in the media. So it's very interesting. Oftentimes, and we've seen this before with people, and I'm not at this stage comparing any of these two men on the screen with Jimmy Savile, but I want to talk about Jimmy Savile as an example. And the reason I say this is what we know through history is people can get very defensive using litigation when they have something to hide. And Jimmy Savile was a perfect example of that. And I would go so far as to say the Madeleine McCann case is another example of that. Because I do believe that the people were there know what happened to Madeleine. And so, of course, they became very litigious and shutting down people asking what had happened. And the same with Jimmy Savile. And as a journalist, I've seen it. I've seen people be extremely litigious when they've got something to hide. And that's a reality. We see it all over the world. And so what happened was Tony Buzbee sent this correspondence to Jay-Z for mediation, and Jay-Z filed back with a lawsuit. That's a defensive strategy and that is to just shut it all down. And the thing is, Jay-Z is extremely wealthy. Jay-Z is not that talented. Not in my opinion, not in many people's opinion. What he is a great networker, and he knew how to make money. That's what he knew. So the accuser said that she was taken to a party by a limo driver who worked for Diddy, told her that Combs liked younger girls and said she fit what Diddy was looking for. I mean, I have all manner of question marks, including what is a 13-year-old girl doing out there? And I'm certainly not blaming her. She needed protection from the get-go, right? She needed protection from the get-go. She was taken on a 20-minute drive by this limo driver. She arrived at what she believed to be a large white residence with a gated U-shaped driveway, was told to sign her name to a document she now believes to have been a non-disclosure agreement. Well, straight away, you enter a place and you're given an NDA. A 13-year-old is not going to have her wits about her to know necessarily what the hell that means. But as an adult, trust me, if you're entering a building, entering a party, and the first thing they want you to do is sign an NDA, it might be a good idea to head back out again. It might. Yes. He's got 99 problems now, says JDV. Right, exactly. I've got 99 problems, and being accused of this is certainly one of them. Oh, yes. So it's really interesting. Tony Buzbee, the lawyer, by the way, very theatrical. And I don't always necessarily agree with his approaches. I really don't. But I do think he was right to come out with that statement this morning because the defensive response of Jay-Z is highly questionable.